Here we are the day before the NFL draft, and the head coach joins me, Coach Belichick. Coach, first of all, it's great to see you in person. Go back to the regular season. You guys prepare all week, and you get tested every Sunday or Monday. So basically, you're studying for that one test per week. We go to the draft, years of preparation. Your scouting department's involved, personnel department. How do you balance the two, where you get tested during the year, but then now you got the one big test maybe you've been working on for 3 years?
Yeah, no, this is like the proverbial final exam. So we'll see what the questions are, and hopefully we're prepared to answer them.
All right, Coach, beginning of the week, I got all excited for draft week. You pulled off the trade to start the week with the Texans.
That was a blockbuster.
Blockbuster, genesis behind it. We all got a chuckle, but gives you some more picks, right?
Yes. It gives us kind of a 2-for-1 situation there. We felt like it was really about positioning. The trade was numerically equal.
When I was growing up, we always felt that the best athletes were quarterbacks. At least that's what my dad told me. It seems like times have changed where the best athletes on the field, the way you look at the game now, may be the wide receivers. What is the reason for the influx of so many wide receivers in the league, especially over the last couple of years? Is it the game has changed at the collegiate level, the high school level?
Well, there's certainly a lot more passing, so
Yeah.
I think, with more balls in the air, maybe a little more value to the guys that are catching them, but I wouldn't argue with the quarterback thing. I think your dad's still right on that.
Dad's still right on that. That's good to know. Okay, mock drafts. Do you guys mock draft inside? At least you have to practice making picks and everything, right?
We kind of go through the process. It's probably similar to what a mock draft would be, but
Okay.
we don't follow somebody else's. We kind of do it ourselves.
You have the needs on one board, best available player in the draft left, and maybe that best available player you didn't think was going to be there when you pick for your need. How tough is that balance, making that pick?
Yeah, well, that's a decision for sure. I think the key thing, though, is you want to make sure the player that you take is good enough. He's a good enough player, because if he isn't, then you haven't really filled the need. Even if you have on paper, in the end, it's not going to work out. So you want to make sure that the players are good enough to actually make your team and contribute to your team if you take them.
Last one for you. When is the hay in the barn for Bill Belichick? When's he close the computer and say, we're ready to go, nothing else we can do? Or is that never the case?
Well, it really isn't the case, because it keeps changing. As players get picked in the first round, then, things unfold at the end of day one. Then you reset the board for, day two, which is rounds 2 and 3. And then at the end of Friday night, you reset the board. And so it's 3 separate drafts. Yeah. Certainly, a lot more on day 2 than you did on day 1, and day 3 on day 2. Players get picked, players come off the board. You're not working with as many names, but the process is kind of the same. You just reset the board.
All right, feels like a new year. Good luck tomorrow night, Coach.
All right.
Go get them.
Thanks, Scott.